The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. But look at Jameis Winston now as he gears up to lead this offense again. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Jameis to throw it. And Graham's got it. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll return it from the 6. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Evan Ingram works his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. Unless he has a Julio Jones-type 300-yard game in him that Julio did against the Panthers in 2016, probably not going to reach 1,000, but still pretty good year.
I think you're right. It's a pretty good year for him, but let's face it, every receiver's dream is to have a game like Julio Jones had against the Carolina Panthers.
They got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Harper. Open man right side is Ingram. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Winston now from the 50. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Following the penalty, Chubb. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
X3, 218, chop.
From the gun on 3rd down, Harper. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on 2nd down. Harper. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barrett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, who draw quarters? Check 13.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
49, check 49, check 49. Go. 5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Matchbox, shoot.
From the gun, Harper. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. This is McCaffrey. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st.
Ready? Black 25! Check pass, check pass.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This goes to Barber, the running back.
Let's go!
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston, and this is caught by Evans. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Jameis now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Again, it's Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Fletcher Cox, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing, Winston, and incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
On second down, McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Crunch.
Operating from the gun, Harper. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. Third down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia